As a child, I thought life was simple. You finish high school, you go to university, you get a job, you get married, you have kids, and then happily ever after. The end. But nobody tells you that happily ever after is not the end. It's the part where real life begins. And we were never taught how to live the in between. Growing up, I saw marriage as a final destination, just like in movies. I thought it was a reward for growing up. And when I grew older, I unconsciously turned to social media for blueprints. Online marriage looks perfect. Perfect timing, matching pajamas, couples who never seem tired, never annoyed, never quiet in that uncomfortable way. Social media taught me that if your marriage didn't look aesthetic and luxurious, then maybe you were doing something wrong. So I thought love would always feel loud. I thought love meant constant romance. I thought if it was real, it would feel easy. And without realizing it, I carried those expectations into real life. I let strangers design expectations for a life they weren't living with me. I kept a mental checklist of happiness. If I get married, I'll finally feel complete. If we relocate, life will start. If I earn this amount, I'll relax. If we reach this milestone, I'll be happy. So I chased them, one after the other, quietly believing that the next thing would fix the emptiness. But the fulfillment from each achievement was short lived. Even though the happiness came, it just wasn't enough. I always wanted more. So I made another list, and another, and another, until I was living in a loop. A cycle of temporary highs and silent dissatisfaction. But guess what? Social media never shows you that part. It doesn't show you the boring days, the miscommunications, the seasons where love looks like teamwork, not fireworks. It doesn't show you that marriage isn't a destination, but a daily decision. And what broke me free was a deep reflection which led to the realization that the life I was waiting for was already happening. Not in the big perfect moments, not just in the achievements, but in the simple everyday life. Morning hugs, shared meals, laughing over random things, being understood without speaking. I stopped asking what next and started saying what's here. I stopped measuring my life against other people's highlights. I stopped expecting my marriage to perform, and that's when it started to feel real. Now, happiness doesn't arrive on special occasions, it just shows up softly, in routine, in presence, in choosing to stay. I'm no longer chasing the perfect life I imagined as a child. I'm living the one I actually have. And for the first time, it feels full. Hi. So, we just arrived at this hotel on the mainland. Today's my niece's naming ceremony, and we decided to come from the island, but because of the traffic and the whole stress, we decided to stay at this hotel here on the mainland. It's really, really close to my sister's house. I think that's like one of the perks, and it's really, really nice. I honestly did not expect it to be this nice, but I mean it's quite pricey, but it's very beautiful, and I think it's worth it. So before anything, let's do a tour of the room, right? Okay, so I'm starting here. My daughter's on the bed. She has been sleeping since. That is the father of my daughter. Father of my daughter, say hi. So that's her on the bed. That's the bed. The AC is not on yet, so we turned on the fan. I think I'm just going to go this way. One thing I really like about this hotel is this view. I like this view so much. This is what it looks like. Yeah, it has this really nice view. You can see, I can literally see my sister's house from here. And then we have this mirror. I really like this mirror. My God, that looks so pretty. And then we have the bathroom. This, did I show it well? Let's see. Yeah, okay. This is the bathroom. Uh, we have the shower and everything. The bathroom is so spacious. That's another mirror. Another mirror. Oh my God, this place is so nice. I like it. I like the space. Yeah. And I like the position of the bed. It's so big. I don't know if you can tell from this video that the bed is so big, but it's really, really big. But yeah, we're here for the naming ceremony, so I will see you at the party. Bye. There was a time when showing up meant everything. Now it feels optional. You can send a message, make a quick call, drop a congratulations, and move on with your day. It's efficient, it's convenient, it's easy. But presence has never been about ease. There's something different about being physically present. You feel the room, you hear the laughter without a filter, you see the tiny details no picture won't capture.
You're preparing for baby number two. Yes. It's only.
Yay, baby number two.
So only to well.
The way my niece was passed from arm to arm, the proud smiles, the quiet glances between family members. You don't experience that through a screen. You experience it by being there. Showing up says you matter enough for my time. And in a world that measures everything in productivity, time is expensive, but love has always been costly. It costs effort, it costs inconvenience, it costs choosing presence over comfort. And that's what makes it powerful. Marriage taught me something about this too. That love is not just in big gestures, it's in participation. It's in standing beside each other, in showing up for each other's families, in saying, this is important to you, so it's important to me. These are the memories that stay, not the texts, not the calls, the shared meals, the group pictures, the tired drive back home, the inside jokes that only make sense when you're there. Showing up physically may not trend. It won't always look aesthetic, it won't always be convenient, but it builds something deeper than content. It builds connection. And years from now, when we look back at moments like this, we will remember the message we sent. We'll remember that we were there.
Bye.
Gratitude isn't always dramatic. Sometimes it's just awareness. Awareness that this moment will not last forever. That one day she won't need to be rocked to sleep. That these ordinary nights are quietly becoming memories. There was a time I would have rushed through this, thinking about tomorrow, about goals, about what's next. But this is where life is happening. Not in the next milestone, not in the next achievement. It's right here, in this stillness. I'm learning to be grateful for the boring days, for routine, for health, for another night to hold our clothes. Because boring isn't empty, it's full. Full of love, full of growth, full of things I once prayed for. I'm also learning to acknowledge that happiness doesn't have to feel loud, that it can be quiet, that happiness lives here in the calm, in the slow back and forth rhythm of a tired evening, in tiny hands resting against my chest, in the silence that doesn't need to be filled. I believe that happiness is right where we are, in rooms like this, at moments like this, when the world is quiet and everything we need is already in our arms.
Yo, the time I hate the most is finally here, and I'm about to cry. Cause tell me why check-in time is by like 2 or 1 p.m. and checkout time is by like 11 a.m. Cause it's 11 right now, and we've been asked to leave already. Why? Doesn't make sense, honestly. But then it's all good. I had a good time. If I'm being honest, I think I slept so much all through my stay here. Yesterday I slept throughout. The same thing this morning. And yeah, now I'm about to leave. And when I get home, guess what I'm going to do again? I'm going to sleep. I'm going to sleep.